So tell us what you can about what she is up to this season.
Ooh, man, he's living in a little seedy motel. He's a private investigator now. He's trying to find his own way. He wants to carve his own path, and he's still reeling, I think, from the events of season one, and so are our other characters. So I think he's trying to center himself here, trying to go back and relearn the old ways, and get back into his community, and also try to unlearn some of the crap that he had to endure through like widower and like the FBI, and like living out in that society, that whole different world is now coming back into this whole different landscape. And it's a nice transition period, I think, for Chi. And then we get set up for the mystery of the season, the people of darkness, the blonde man, BJ Vines, the explosion at Drumco, and just trying to get to the bottom of it all. And Chi smells a winner here. He sees something wrong when Rosemary first comes to him. He's like, I don't know if I trust this lady. Very skeptical, but also he's curious, so he's got to push through. The money doesn't matter to him as much, and so it's nice to have our stories interwoven, coming back and partnering up with Lee Porn, and in turn bringing Bernadette back into my life. That's what I've always wanted. So it's nice to explore those.
Yeah, you say the money doesn't matter to him, and yet in season one, he seemed tempted there by the money at the end.
Yeah.
And in season two, there's a time where he gets offered a lot of. I just finished watching episode 4 where he was offered a bunch of money again.
Yeah.
So
I'm like, I can't do it.
I know.
Are you talking about with BJ, right? With BJ in the hotel?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that scene. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. I love working with those two, with the Vineses, Jerry and BJ Vines. I love his character.
Yeah,
he's
great.
He's a hoot. He's a hoot and a half. Just everybody on this show.
Interesting characters. Well, the show has the characters great. They were so well written and interesting and everything. Now, can you talk about the difference in your look on the show?
Yeah. Oh, I was so stoked when they were telling me that I was a private eye and I need to wear like polyester suits and big airplane collars. I'm like, heck yeah, we're just diving right into this. And she's just trying to like, I gotta put these new threads on. I gotta do a whole new makeover. Got the longer hair, the whole 70s vibe,
You
like
got
the big old like stunner, like mirror shades on. Like it's fun. He still has his El Camino. It's great to get into those threads and to like kind of like embody that and try to remember what it would be like to be living in that time, with especially in that era, like the men where like I have to like put on this like machismo, like this performance basically, and it's like, but really, because we don't talk about our feelings all the time, especially back then. So it's like it's all very under the surface for him. But he's a strong guy, but he still has to wear those masks. It's cool that he gets to wear, like, I love that they're all like custom made for me and everything.
Oh, cool. It's some groovy clothes, definitely.
Far out. Got like a nice ring on. They gave me a ring, a nice little chain.
Was it a mood ring? Did you get to wear a mood ring? I'm sorry to make
it's a turquoise ring, but you could say it's a mood ring. It's for protection.
Yeah, I graduated high school in 79, so that's my era there. Although I was a little young.
Wow.
72 that it takes place in, I think. I
think it's 71 right now. It's crazy. 71? Like, because like it was 71 so I think that was like the summer of 71. Okay. The early summer, late spring was season 1. And then now we're going into like the end of fall into winter.
Right,
season
right.
2. And then,
Like
oh
this,
my gosh, it was so cold.
oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
one of those things
There's
you can't
snow
really
everywhere.
tell on the TV
Hmm.
screen, unless they say
Hmm.
something like the guy says, "Oh, my feet are gonna freeze." And I'm like, "Oh, is it cold?"
Yeah, I think the only
You
time you
know?
really notice it is probably when spoiler, like with Joe and
Yeah,
Colton Wolf when they're out in the wilderness and he's all barefoot and all that stuff and
yeah,
they're like
yeah,
fighting. Yeah,
yeah. Because otherwise, we have no idea
that's
unless there's
intense.
snow or something. We don't know. So,
Hmm. Hmm.
so viewers,
Especially, I'm not wearing like warm clothes either. I'm not like
that's
wearing
true.
big
You're wearing
jackets.
polyester. I don't even remember if polyester is good in the cold or not.
Yeah, it was really cold.
Yeah, yeah, it looks thin. So
I'm like
viewers,
couldn't the writers write in more like heavy coats or
heavy
something?
coats,
Like a
yeah.
big old trench coat, like a big old like Dick Tracy trench coat or something.
Yeah, I don't know
That
if he
would
would
be
have
cool.
been wearing that in Arizona, but it does get cold.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the thing.
So,
It's like it gets
yeah,
could. So people, that's
yeah,
like a common misconception. It's like it gets
right,
really
right.
cold in the
That's the
winter.
desert. It gets cold at night, gets cold in
Yeah.
winter. Yeah. Yeah, I've been in Vegas when it snowed. So yeah, I mean,
Whoa, in
yeah,
Vegas? I didn't
yeah,
know it snowed in Vegas.
yeah.
All right. Anyways, yeah, yeah. Let's get back to your question.
No, sorry.
I don't want to
We
take
can
your time
talk forever here,
up.
right?
I know, right?
So viewers from season 1 are probably dying to know what's going on with Chi and Bernie this season. Is there anything you can let us
Mm,
know about that?
yeah. I mean, it's a slow journey back to trying to get into good graces with her because I kind of burned her last season. She felt like she was betrayed and like she couldn't trust me. So kind of back to square one on that, and I'm just trying to weasel my way back into her arms. So I think there's moments in there where we come back, like when I'm in the hospital and she comes to visit, and that's really all I wanted. And she's just doing her job, trying to take a statement, and I was like trying to get at her, and then she, yeah, at that moment she gives me the bag for protection
Mhm.
and that I think little things like that, it's very subtle, but like it shows that she really cares about
Cool.
Jim.
And have you heard yet whether there's going to be a season 3? Have they said
Yeah.
yes?
Fingers
Oh,
crossed.
not
I
yet.
hope so. Yeah, not yet.
Yeah. Is it
Yeah.
pretty much an open and shut, arc on the second season like it was the
The
first?
I guess I mean you got 5 and 6 to go. You got
Yeah,
episode 5 and
yeah,
6. Yeah, so I think it wraps it up quite nicely.
yeah. So there's no
It's
cliffhanger
finally
just in case. They're good.
the only thing is I think about Bernadette, she's like trying to leave.
Yeah, yeah.
She applied to go work for the border
Right.
patrol. So yeah, I guess that's the only open-ended kind of thing.
Oh,
But
okay.
everything else kind of like closes up because I think it's time to he with Joe's story, especially with his son and all
Right.
that stuff back in the day, like that it needs to have a conclusion, and I think it wraps it up quite nicely this
Good,
season.
good. Well, I hope it, oh, okay. I hope it's if there is a season 3, and I hope there is, that they explain, if you recall, I was just watching the first season and they said that they didn't find the other body for that.
Right, I know. That's what I was.
I'm like,
you should have just showed. I was like, hey, what if we just see him like we're driving and we see like this guy walking on the side of the highway and it's Nakai, and you're like, oh, he's probably in the Bahamas or something with a
maybe he'll
bag full of cash.
Maybe he'll be the main villain in season 3. That would
Yeah, he comes back and it's like ghosts from our past return. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah,
okay.
fun
Well,
story. There's so many options.
They tell me I have to wrap it up. We could
Okay,
probably go on
Suzanne.
like this
Dang.
for another half an hour, right?
Right. Yeah.